Hello and welcome to my Marvel tier list. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Marvel tier list. So we're gonna start here and go up. So let's start off with the worst Marvel movies. I did not really like. I think we can all agree that this deserves to go right there. It was just boring. Any of the Thor movies before Thor Ragnarok is just kind of boring because, well, it doesn't have that much personality to it. You know, the characters are kind of bland in the first two Thor movies. So I think we can just all agree that that goes there. I don't know if there's anything else that should go in the what section, but yeah, let's just keep that there. Next, Dumb. We're gonna put the next Thor. Where's the next Thor? Up there. There it is. We're gonna put that Thor movie, but also Incredible Hulk. Yeah, Incredible Hulk is better than Thor, but not that better. It's still kind of bad, but that's gonna go right there. Incredible Hulk, I just didn't really like it. I just don't really understand why they made. Like, I know it was made to introduce the Hulk, but just didn't work for me. Especially since I watched the movies in a weird order. So I watched Avengers before Incredible Hulk. So probably because I prefer the other actor than this actor. So that's probably why. Anyways, I think that's only what should go there. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Next up, Not Okay. I think I'm gonna put Ant-Man and the Wasp, maybe. No, yeah, that's not gonna. Captain Marvel. I at first I liked it, but now I'm starting to not like it as much. I don't know why. But it's just a movie that's hard to pick my opinion, so I'm just gonna put it like right here in the middle. That's just gonna help. We're just gonna go to likable now. This is gonna be easier. Ant-Man and the Wasp, easy and likable. It easily goes there. It's just an okay movie, Either you like it or you don't. It's an okay movie, okay? You can't really say much about it. Now, Iron Man 2, that was probably my least favorite of the Iron Man movies. I'm gonna put that low in the likable section. It wasn't that. Actually, no, it's gonna go not okay. Yeah, right above Captain Marvel. It just wasn't that. It was so funny, yeah, but I just didn't really like it that much. Iron Man 3 was way better. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we're gonna put Iron Man. Wait, where's Iron Man 3? It's gonna be top of likable. Black Panther. Oh no, that's gonna be farther up. Avengers. Everybody likes Avengers. Yeah, we're putting Avengers right. Yeah, right there. Avengers is just a likable thing. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay, depending on where you look at it from. I mean, I love Loki. He's awesome. I'm glad they're making a show about him that comes out soon. But still, it's an okay movie. Okay? I mean, yeah, we got all the characters together. Hawkeye's awesome. We got Nick Fury as well. He's also there. He's cool. But now we're gonna just go into good. Okay? Now good, bottom of good is gonna be Black Panther. It's a good movie, okay? I like it. That's all I have to say about it. Now let's move on to the next movie. I forgot about Spider-Man Homecoming. This one's gonna be right here. It wasn't that funny. I really like Spider-Man, but the Spider-Man Homecoming movie wasn't that good. Spider-Man Far From Home, on the other hand, we'll get to that later, but Spider-Man Homecoming, not that good, honestly. It just could have been better. I think he was way more dependent on Iron Man, and I just didn't really like that. Like Iron Man was a really big main character when it should have been more focused on Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So, next movie before Black Panther, I'm gonna have to put up Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This one was awesome. I loved it. We got Bucky Barnes there as the Winter Soldier, and then we also have the Falcon introduced, who is just an awesome character. I love him. Next up is gonna be Iron Man. Iron Man was also really good. It was the OG Iron Man. Everybody loved it. Robert Downey Jr. did an awesome, incredible job. And that's all I have to say about it. Now, next, after that, actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to have to put Endgame right there in between Winter Soldier and Black Panther. Here's why. If you take a movie like Infinity War, where it subverted your expectations, you did not expect the good guys to lose. If they make another movie about those same good guys, right, going against the same bad guy as seen in the trailers, then you know they're going to win. Yes, we did have 2 sacrifices that are permanent, hopefully, because I don't want them to just keep on doing fake deaths, because that's going to get old soon, especially with the Loki series coming up. But really, this movie isn't as good as Infinity War. Infinity War, I loved Infinity War, dude. We got Iron Man and Doctor Strange fighting alongside, okay? We got lots of stuff happening. There's Guardians of the Galaxy meeting up with Thor. Like, there's just a lot of stuff, and I really like it. And also, now that I think about it, Ant-Man and the Wasp should probably be a little bit higher, because it really sets up Endgame. You know, I really like it for what it did. Actually, no, I'm going to put it at top of likable. Yeah, I really like how it set up Endgame and how it really, just set it up and how it changed a lot of stuff. Okay, is there anything else we should put into the likable section? Or good section? Oh, right. Civil War. Yes. This I do not know where to put, so I'm gonna put it right here. Here. There we go. Civil War was a really good movie. I really liked the character Zemo. And I liked how he got reintroduced in Falcon Winter Soldier. That was an awesome show. He was really cool. He was a really good character. And I'm glad that they didn't just do the normal villain thing where they're like, oh yeah, he's evil. And they actually kind of expanded on that. You know, he was very powerful because he could take the entire Avengers and make them fight each other because of how powerful and how impactful his decisions were and how he chose to use the power he had. So it was a really good movie. But also Ant-Man. I loved Ant-Man. Paul Rudd did an awesome job as him. He was hilarious. I love Hank. Hank's probably the best. Oh, I just remembered Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, now it's going at the bottom of good because we got Jimmy Woo. They need to make a spin-off series about Jimmy Woo. Jimmy Woo is the best character in this entire film. Okay, not Paul Rudd, not Hank, Jimmy Woo. Okay, if they made a spin-off series of Jimmy Woo, I would be excited so much. I would run all the way across the world twice on one foot. Okay? Because Jimmy Woo is just the goat of this movie. He carries it. That's why it's right here. If he wasn't in it, guess where it'd be? Right here. Right next to Captain Marvel. He doesn't want that though. So they invited Jimmy Woo. Now it's right there. Okay, now let's get on to the best. Bottom of the best? Now that's hard to decide. Actually, wait, first, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be put right there. Yeah. Also, very funny movie. I love Chris Pratt. He is amazing as Star-Lord. You know? And then we also got Rocket, Groot, I forgot her name for a second. Gamora, and then Drax. Awesome. Second one's better though. I don't care what you guys think. So bottom of best tier. I'm gonna have to go with Captain America, the First Avenger. All of the Captain America movies are just so good. Right? Like, look how two of them are in the good tier and one of them is in the best tier. Notice that? Okay? This is just awesome. Like, all of these movies are awesome. The first one's the best, though. The first Captain America movie is the best. His suit is awesome. He gets the shield for the first time. We meet Bucky, get introduced to him. There's Peggy Carter. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And we have Red Skull with the Tesseract, which comes back in Infinity War. It's just a really good movie. I don't know what else to say. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna put Spider-Man: Far From Home. Yep. I think Tom Holland is an awesome actor for Spider-Man because he's super young, first of all, and Spider-Man's like the youngest. Actually, he is the youngest Avenger so far. But it's really cool because he actually is like Spider-Man. Like he has like the personality of Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and like Peter Parker, and like the only thing you have to change when he's on set probably is his accent. But besides that, I also love how Nick Fury is in this. Nick Fury is also a really good character in any of these films. Because he's just such a cool character to build upon because he's kind of mysterious. Like, you don't really know what he's doing, especially at the end of this, because it's not actually Nick Fury. It's the Skrulls, which is kind of insane, but also sets up the Secret Invasion series that's going to come out soon it's going to have Nick Fury in it. So that's pretty cool. How it's doing that. Next up is going to be Thor Ragnarok. Way better than any of the other Thors. Characters have personality for one, and two, I mean, Hela isn't actually that good. She's kind of just still evil, but that's fine. Oh wait, also about Spider-Man Far From Mysterio is the best hero. I didn't read any of the comics, so I actually didn't know that he was gonna be evil. So I was actually surprised. But a lot of the people who read the comics weren't, but that's fine because it was still really, really good. And he's not just like a villain. Oh, he wants to destroy the world, blah, blah, blah. He's tricking people into thinking he is the good guy. He's manipulating them, which is a really cool story for a villain like that. And I just really like it. So I'm glad that they did that. And I heard that I looked at a picture of Mysterio and in the comics, and he literally just looks like a fish head. He looks nothing like this. In Sony and Marvel, they changed him, and now he looks like he looks so cool. His suit is epic. It's just the most epic thing you've ever seen. And the battle at the end is just awesome. You have Spider-Man inside of the giant cyclones, just doing like the electric webs and like tying them together with webs, and then like just smashing it together. Like, it's pretty awesome. Actually, yeah. Now that I do that, I'm putting Spider-Man ahead of Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, yeah. The only problem with it is Hela. If Hela was an actual villain with actual motives, with like kind of a personality, maybe I would put it farther, but right now it's gonna be right here. Also, I love how they brought back the Hulk through that. Like he got into I forget the name of the place, but yeah, he gets stuck there because remember at the end of Age of Ultron, wait, what the heck? At the end of Age of Ultron, he took the ship and it went to space, and we don't know where he went. So, that's really cool that they brought him back. Next up, we're gonna have Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now, this movie I really loved because it introduced one of my favorite characters to this day, Wanda. Wanda is a favorite of mine. She's just a very cool character. She has like the cool telekinesis powers and WandaVision. She wasn't actually my favorite character before WandaVision, but after WandaVision came out, she was my favorite character because she's just such a cool character that can be expanded upon so much. And through WandaVision, we really saw how much she's going through. Like WandaVision, I don't know what to say about it, but WandaVision was such a good show. Like everybody knows that, but it was so good to the point that it really changed people's perspectives on certain things in the MCU. And they also introduced Sword through that, which is awesome. But I'm not here to talk about WandaVision. I'm here to talk about Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron was just really good. I feel like Ultron, though, should have been a higher threat. Because he had the power to access anything in the entire world through the internet and through his like robotics and stuff that he could have really like destroyed the economy and stuff. Like he could have been a huge threat, especially if he got access to out of earth tech. Think about it. He could have been expanded upon so much. Maybe instead of Infinity War, we got like Ultron War or something like that, because it could have been expanded upon a lot more. But this is one of my personal favorites, Age of Ultron. Yeah, it's just a really good movie. We also got Quicksilver. He died though, but I like how they brought him back technically in WandaVision. A lot of people didn't like the twist that he was Ralph Boner, but I was fine with it because people expected some huge twist, like, oh my gosh, he's from X-Men universe. Like, no, it's the first show on Disney Plus after Endgame. What do you think? Next up is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really liked Ego. Ego was such a funny guy. And obviously that's Chris Pratt again. Ego was such a cool character, evil villain guy. He first of all, he was Chris Pratt's dad, or Star-Lord's dad, or Peter Quill's dad, however you want to say it. He was Peter Quill's dad, and if we find out that Star-Lord is part God technically, because his father was a god and he carried over the genetics for like the powers and stuff. So he makes a giant Pac-Man at the end, and that's pretty cool. And it explains a lot actually, how he's able to survive in space for a pretty decent amount of time, and also how he was able to survive the Power Stone in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's a really good movie, and it's really funny, too. I love the Mary Poppins. Yondu really gets redeemed in this movie, too. Like, in the first movie, he's but in this movie, he's awesome. I love him, but I'm sad he died. But, yeah, that also brings me another thing. In WandaVision, in the first two Thor movies, I said how it was very bland. Like, the characters were very bland. Like, Darcy and the other characters, like Darcy, I'm thinking about right now is because in WandaVision, Darcy got redeemed so well. I thought in the first two Thor movies, she was literally the comic relief. She had no point in the story. If you removed her from the story, it would be the same. Okay? The tripods in Thor would be broken in this one, and in the second Thor, whatever. Okay? But in WandaVision, she's still like kind of the comic relief, but also contributes to the story a little bit. Actually, a lot. She shows Sword that there's a radio signal, which is basically the entire plot of WandaVision. So she really basically gave us a Disney Plus show. So thank you, Darcy, for that. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna put Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War was amazing. We had almost every single character in the entire almost every single character from all these movies in it. Okay? Almost all of them. And like I said, Ant-Man and the Wasp really sets up Endgame, but I just think Avengers Infinity War is better. We see that we really get to go in depth with some of these characters, like Iron Man specifically, and we see that over time he created a relationship with Peter Parker, and now he's kind of like a son to him. And he's really sad to see him die at the end, but he does come back. But it's still really sad to see that because you feel for him. We've like been with this character too, and we really like him, but to see him go like that, it's just sad for Tony and sad for us. But we know they're gonna come back, but Tony doesn't. That's the thing. Also, I really liked the story arc they had for Hulk, where it really introduced the Professor Hulk in Endgame, because Hulk just wouldn't come out, and Bruce is trying to communicate with the Hulk and merge themselves together, because they've never really, even though they are two in one person, they never really developed a good relationship with each other, because they've really just hated each other. Bruce hated the Hulk, and the Hulk hated Bruce. But now they started to bond, and now they really are one, Professor Hulk, which can be useful in the future, especially for She-Hulk, which is a confirmed show. I just really like that they decided to add that. Also, I really like the Captain America thing they did. I'm pretty sure from the comics it was called like Nomad Captain America, where he didn't have a country he was standing for. He was just standing for himself, because the countries didn't like him, especially the U.S. after Civil War. And I like how they didn't just forget about that, and they expanded on that actually, and decided to even like. And when you see him in his suit, the star representing America is like faded to show that he has faded away from the country, and the country doesn't want him anymore. But they accept him back after Endgame, but even though he's dead. I really like it though. So, and Thor with the Stormbreaker, especially with Groot, creating the handle, it's really cool. Next up, the moment you guys have been waiting for, Doctor Strange is the best Marvel movie, in my opinion. Okay, you guys might have different opinions, but for me, Doctor Strange is the best of all of them. Here's why. So, first of all, the visuals are amazing. Okay? If you just pause once in like the middle of the movie, you can see so many cool things about the visuals. Like, and I love the scene where they're fighting on New York and everything's just like inverted and like on top of them and below them and on the sides. It's literally like a cube of the same thing being like recreated on all sides, and only one side is being affected. But then at the same time, the others are too. But since they are all one because of the mirror dimension, it's just really cool to see that. And it's just it kind of bends your brain when you're watching it, honestly. Also, I really like this origin story for Doctor Strange. He was a surgeon, got into a car crash, wanted to heal his hand so he could go back to what he did, but then really found peace of mind and decided to protect reality instead. which like was a really cool thing. Like, and also Benedict Cucumber is probably the best actor for Doctor Strange. He did an amazing job. And it's just an amazing movie. I also really like Wu. Wu's also funny. I like him. The Ancient One, I mean, not the best. Like, what should I say, Mentor, but still really good. I also really like how he got the cloak of levitation while he was like in the middle of the fight, and then like I always like how it just helps him out when he's about to do a stupid thing. Remember when he was like about to run away, and then the cloak grabs like the little trap and he puts the guy in it or something. I don't know. I forget it. It's been a while, but it's just a really good movie all in all, and and I am excited for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because it looks insane, especially since Wanda is confirmed to be in it. So my two favorite characters of all time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are going to be in the same movie, which is going to be awesome. If they have a battle, that would be awesome, but I wouldn't know who to choose to win. Probably Doctor Strange, though. But yeah, this is my tier list for all the Marvel movies. If you guys have your own, you guys can go make your own. I'm going to save this. I have to log in. Oh, well. Well, thank you guys for watching. And bye.